So I was reminiscing today about all those wonderful, glorious days of yore when Rockstar was doling out bonus money on businesses, something we haven't seen in quite a while. For instance, in January of this year, Rockstar's weekly update gave us double money in RP on the auto shop robbery contracts. And then if we go back a little further, in May of 2023, Rockstar, in what was surely a momentary lapse in sanity, it came out with triple money and RP on those same contracts. Ah, the good old days. Well, double or triple money aside, the robbery contracts are still a great and easy way to accumulate money. If you're a newbie or simply a grizzled old money grinder like me, the auto shop robberies are a great source of income. As most of you are aware, my go-to auto shop robberies are still the super dollar deal and the most lucrative of the bunch, the Union Depository contract. And not being someone to pass up a trip down memory lane, I jumped back into my auto shop today and thought I'd quickly run through both just to knock a bit of rust off and, like I said, to reminisce of the glory days gone by. Well, imagine my surprise when I kicked off the Union Depository job and then tried to deliver the elevator key for the first setup. Now, if you're not familiar with the contracts, there's 2 setups for each robbery, and then the finale. For the Union Depository contract, the very first setup is simply titled Elevator Key. It's pretty simple and straightforward. What you need to do is head to an office building first to steal an armored Gallivanter Baller LE, and then what you need to do is drop it off at any of 3 designated or highlighted waypoints. Sasanta will order you to park in a secluded area near the Union Depository, and then after the vehicle is stashed, all you need to do is leave the area and the mission will be over. Well, not so fast, says Rockstar. As you're seeing here, after I collect the baller and head out, I always drop it off at the underground parking near the FIB building. This is the easternmost drop-off point on the map. And there's no special reason why I choose this particular location. I've just always went here, and it's become sort of a reflex for me. However, upon arriving here, I drive over the yellow waypoint, and nothing happens. So when this first happened, I was like, oh, I must be missing something here. I probably need to do something, get out of the car, press the right arrow button. Like I said, it's been a while since I've done any of these, so I originally thought it was something I was doing, or not doing. Sadly, no, it was not. It turns out there's a huge bug in this game now, which means there's only one waypoint you can drive the baller to, and it's not the one located near the FIB building. It's also not the one just south of the FIB building, the above-ground parking lot southeast of the depository. Turns out the only waypoint that actually works now is the underground parking ramp beneath the Arcadius Business Center, the one directly west of the depository and the one where you'll drive your getaway vehicle to when the finale starts. I just happened to stumble onto this via process of elimination. Then, realizing this was only a bug and I wasn't going crazy. I originally uncovered this on my PS5, but what you're seeing here is from my PC account. So yeah, this isn't simply a console issue, it seems to be a legit permanent bug that Rockstar definitely needs to address. Now, there was some chatter a while ago that you could potentially drop the baller off directly at your auto shop. This is actually the original location that Sasanta tells you to go to when you leave with the elevator key, but then changes her mind when the enemy NPCs start to follow you. Now, for me, this was never really an option because my auto shop is located farther south than the original 3 locations, so it meant I'd have to drive longer to drop the vehicle off. But because of this bug, I thought, what the hell, might as well give this a try and see if there's at least another option we can use. Again, sadly, no. This is also not an option. It's actually kind of a weird playthrough if you try to do this. When you pull up to your shop, there'll be a brief cutscene, almost like you are driving the vehicle in. However, once you get inside, you'll soon notice that the baller is nowhere in sight. and there's still a message at the bottom of the screen telling you to steal the security vehicle. After looking around for a while, I exited my auto shop, and lo and behold, there was the baller, parked all along in front of my shop. So no, you cannot stash the baller at your auto shop. Which brings us full circle and the realization that there's only one location you can drop this vehicle off at, and that's the parking ramp under the Arcadius Business Center, even though the game is indicating there are two other options. Now, last time I played any auto shop robberies was probably back when it was double money, in January of this year, so obviously one of the updates since then was probably the culprit. Either way, it's still something to be aware of if you dive into the Union Depository again. For me, it's a bit of a learning curve having to train my brain to go to this location instead of where I normally would go. And to be clear, this isn't the only bug I've noticed in the game recently. It seems ever since the bottom dollar bounty business arrived, I've noticed weird little glitches and bugs pop up. Until now, they haven't really affected anything of significance. Hopefully this is just a one-off and everything else is fine. Then again, I haven't really been playing that much recently, so I guess my only advice here is to just be cautious with any and all activities that you perform this week. Alright, so that's it, my friends. Thank you for watching. As always, if you like this video and want to help out, please subscribe, give a thumbs up, and let me know what you think. Is anyone else noticing this little bug for the Union setup? If so, drop a comment below and let everyone know. Until next time, be happy, be well, be safe, be mighty, be the one Maestro.